Welcome to lesson 2. In this lesson, I'll discuss Arduino hardware fundamentals. So, before telling you anything related to Arduino hardware, let me clarify and let me ask you a question. Do you know the difference between free and freedom? Let me tell you. Free means giving a fish per day to a person, and freedom means teach the person how to catch a fish. Now I think you can understand what I'm trying to mean. So, here in our case, in this Arduino course, free means I'm trying to tell you the uses of a free software, and open source means I'm trying to tell you the uses of open source software. So, in free software, you can download and use it for free. But what you cannot is modify the source code of the software, copy the source code, and redistribute the software in your name. For an example, free video converters, PDF converters, these are the free softwares. On the other hand, in case of open source, you can download the source code of the software. You can then modify, upgrade, distribute. For an example, Linux. The source code of Linux is available. Red Hat has a distribution in the name of Red Hat Linux. Ubuntu has another distribution in the name of Ubuntu Linux. Like that, there are many companies who are distributing Linux in their names. So, this is all about open source software. But what is open source hardware? Open source hardware follows the same rule as the open source software. In case of open source hardware, unlike software, here the hardware design files are available. You can download the hardware design files, then you can modify the design according to your requirements. You can add something like your company name or your name. Then you can manufacture your own board and start selling the boards. No license fee is required. For an example, Arduino boards are the best example for open source hardware. You can download the Arduino boards design files on their website, and then you can manufacture your own boards by modifying the design and add something like your company name or your name, and then you can start selling on your website. Arduino will not ask you for any kind of license fee. So that is the beauty of open source hardware. Now I'll show you why Arduino is called open source hardware. See, in my browser I have opened this website arduino.cc. Let me tell you, this is the official website of Arduino organization. Through this website, they are selling their boards. If you go to store option, you'll find a list of products they are selling. From software option, you can download the Arduino IDE and start your writing your programs. Through resources, they are giving you a support base for Arduino programs where you'll get so many guides on how to write programs, and they have explained each and every Arduino functions beautifully. They have a strong community where there are several forums, project hub, playground, where you will get supports from other users as well. Now, in this video, what I am trying to show is how the open source hardware concept is established. For that, I'll go to store. So I'm clicking on that. Let it open first. See, this is the list of products they are selling. I have told you our main target board is Arduino Uno. So I'll click on this Arduino Uno revision 3. Let it open. See, from here you can directly purchase if your regional currency is dollar and your preferable currency is dollar, you can directly purchase it from here by clicking on add to cart. Apart from it, here they have given some images of this Arduino board from different angles. Then there is this option overview, tech specs, and we are concerned about this documentation. Now see, what they have written is Arduino Uno is open source hardware. You can build your own board using the following files. They have mentioned in their website. So what we have is there are three options. First option is the Eagle files. Eagle files contains the board files. If you have installed Eagle in your computer, then this Eagle files, if you download the Eagle files, you will get .brd files, and through that board files you can design your own PCB and send it to the manufacturer who can fabricate the PCB for you. Then our second option is schematics. This is they have shared in PDF, so I'll download that. And our third option is board size in DXF. DXF can be opened using AutoCAD. So you have to install, in that case you have to install AutoCAD in your computer, then only you'll be able to view this file. I don't have AutoCAD installed in my computer, so I can't show you this right now. Let's see the schematic. Let me zoom it for you. Now this is the main microcontroller Atmega 328P, and these are the pin headers you can see, and this is a power pin header. This is the voltage regulator, and this is another USB UART bridge. This is also a microcontroller by Atmel. This is another. This is the moreover, this is the detailed schematic shared by Arduino. You can study this schematic, then you can download the board files, the Eagle files I have mentioned, and in that Eagle files you can modify or edit your changes, then you can send it to the manufacturer, and by this way you can manufacture your own board. This is how open source hardware works. Now I'll show you the Arduino board I have. Now let me explain you the different segments. This is the Arduino board I have. Now look at this board. Here the Atmega 328P, this is the controller. We have used SMD version of it. And this is the voltage regulator which supplies 5 volt all over the board. And this voltage regulator is used when we are using external power supply through this jack. If we connect external power supply, then only this will be required. This is the external programming connection, which is called ISP. This is USB UART bridge, which is used to convert USB signals into TTL and vice versa. This is the USB connector through which we can program the microcontroller through USB cable. In this angle, this is the reset switch. Through this we can restart the microcontroller, and these are the GPIO pins starting with 0 to 13. Then after 13 this is ground, this is analog reference, and these pins are for I2C communication, SDA, SCL. In this angle, these pins are for analog inputs starting from A0 to A5, and these pins power related pins. Here V in, you can apply external voltage here, 2 grounds, 5 volt, 3.3 volt, and external reset if you want to connect, and external input output reference. There are many Arduino boards are available in market. If you go to the website of Arduino and then to the hardware, you'll see there are products which are segmented as entry level products, and in entry level there are many important boards like Arduino Uno, Arduino Nano, Arduino Micro, Arduino Leonardo. These boards are for entry level and with enhanced features. Like in case of Arduino Uno, you are getting only 20 input output pins, but if you need more input output pins, you can switch to Arduino Mega. Arduino Mega has 80 input output pins, same as Arduino Duo. Arduino Duo, here the controller is ARM controller, so you are getting a 32-bit processor for your project, as well as you are getting 80 input output pins. Apart from Arduino Duo and Arduino Mega, you can also try Arduino Zero and Arduino Maker Zero. These are more on the communication genre. Like these boards can communicate with many devices, and these are breadboard friendly. Especially the Arduino Maker board. This is breadboard friendly. And for IoT, Arduino has Arduino Nano 33 IoT, Arduino Nano 33 BLE, Arduino Nano BLE Sense. These boards are Arduino Uno Wi-Fi. These boards are made for Internet of Things applications. So if you have a requirement of that kind of application, you can purchase these boards. So these are the different Arduino boards the organization has. Now let me show you where and how you can buy Arduino boards. Here I'll be showing you how to purchase and what are the most convenient ways to purchase Arduino boards. There are two ways. Either you can go to their store and among the list of products you can choose your desired board and you can purchase, if dollar is convenient for you. Otherwise, what you need to do is just scroll down this page and go to the end of page. You will find distributors, one of the link which shows distributors. Click on it. This will open Arduino authorized distributors page. Here you can select the popular distributors from this, like Mauser Electronics, DigiKey Electronics, SparkFun. These are the popular and featured distributors. Apart from it, there are country specific distributors also. As my country is India, so if I go to Asia and I can locate these companies are selling Arduino boards and they are the authorized distributors. Suppose this company name is Raidu Labs. If I click on Raidu Labs, let it open in another tab. Here they have linked their direct website. Now this is the website of Raidu Labs. Here if I go to Arduino and click on Arduino boards, see I can purchase, they have a long list of products and I can purchase from here. I can purchase in my currency, that is Indian rupee. If your country is, now I'm closing it, if your country is Indonesia, you can go to these companies website. If your country is Israel, you can go to these companies website. Otherwise you can directly choose your continent. Like if you are staying in Europe, then you go to this Europe section and find your country. Suppose your country is Finland, you can go to this option and these companies are authorized distributors in Finland. You can go to their website and purchase it through your regional currency. This is how you can purchase your Arduino boards. They have another option, like the engineers or the people who are cloning the Arduino board by downloading the board files and schematic files. They are also selling the same Arduino board but in a low cost. That you can get in your local vendors. Like if you have any local electronics market in your area, you can go there and purchase Arduino boards. It will cost you, I don't know what it will cost. Here in India, In my local market, it will cost me around 500 Indian rupee. That way also you can purchase the board and make some projects using that. Up to this, I think you have now a clear idea about how to purchase Arduino boards. In the next lesson, I'll discuss working with Arduino IDE.